Hello there survivors, and welcome back to another video here on ARK Survival Ascended. Today I'm here back at the floating island on the center where I'm working on my castle based on the Red Keep from Game of Thrones. Last time we only had the main hall built here, but as you can see I've already made a little bit of progress, and I kind of want to walk through what I've done so far, what some of the issues are that I'm facing right now, so that you maybe can give me some feedback, some ideas before we continue further. But yeah, I think it is definitely coming together quite nicely. A little bit of information about this location. Of course, I had to build like a pretty sizable foundation base to make like a big flat area for me to actually build the castle here in this place, which I'm not worrying about if I might run into the structure limit. I don't think I should. I think I should be fine. But it is on my mind and it is slightly worrying, so hopefully we will be good, that I can finish it before hitting anything like that. The other thing I'm afraid of hitting is actually the skybox, because you can see we're already getting quite high. You've got this lovely little mountain top here, and then yeah, this is actually the top of the world. So there's not a lot of space left up here, which I think we will be fine. Oh no, I hope the tree comes back. I think we'll be fine, but I can't go too crazy with like high towers or something that reach the skybox, because yeah, there's only pretty much the mountain left to go up, which is good to know. I'm glad I found that out before I started building too much, because originally I was considering like building towers off to the side and adding stuff extra to it. We could use the whole cliff, but I'm glad I found out that wasn't going to be possible. So some of my ideas going forward are, I want to kind of make a walkway going down somewhere. So either here on this side we'll try to make some stairs going down, or we'll do it here somewhere on the other side. Just need to see where it's more realistic with the landscape, and hopefully where it won't look too crazy. I think this side might be a little bit better option, but we'll see. For now, the focus is definitely first building the whole castle. So let's take a closer look at that. Let's land our wyvern here, and then let's check out this a little bit. So first of all, I'm thinking about what color to use. Actually, I've since also added another color. So these are some of the options. They look good by themselves. I've tried painting the front of the castle all in the darker red tones, and that doesn't really look too good. It's a little bit too much. So now instead I went for a little lighter tone, lighter than is over there as well, which is the peach color, which looks quite nice. But you'll instantly notice something, and that is some of these parts aren't painted. Those are the custom cosmetics that I'm using here from the Manor mod custom cosmetic, which you also can use on official. So it's a great use if you're trying to build a castle. But you can see some of the gray effects can't actually be painted. They don't change, which is a shame. For the windows, I don't mind it too much. It's a nice little accent detail. I was using those kind of battlements over there with the arches, but then you could see the part underneath not being painted, so I changed them to these ones, because now it's just a little edge with a different color, and I think I might be fine with that. Let me know what you think, if I should just keep it all gray, or maybe a darker gray, or I should go for this color. I kind of like this color, and I don't think I mind it too much, with the gray parts being kind of like accents that stand out a little bit more than they would otherwise. Like, it's a good way to break up those big walls that we have. So yeah, let me know what you think, but I think this might be possible to get away with. Yeah, as you can see, we got a new front entrance here. We got 2 towers there as well. So yeah, the front entrance is the main entrance to the base, so this is how we'll get inside. Then we'll have the bottom part of the keep. Of course, there's going to be more on top of there. And then we'll have the main hall here, which has a lot of nice windows, which I am all gonna change to all these stained glass windows, because that's just a little bit more special. That's using the ASR mod. So if you're building this on official, or trying to build something similar on official, you would use like greenhouse doors, for example. But yeah, this was the main hall inspired by the Red Keep, but it's also kind of like a church almost, which kind of an accident, because I think originally you shouldn't go in for the actual design of the Red Keep, but yeah, I just wanted to make it a little bit more interesting and detailed here in ARK. But yeah, I've got much more to do. And then of course we got the two first towers that I've built here. You can see the bigger one, slightly big one going out on the top, and then the smaller one. I think I want to add more details down below so they are a little bit better supported at the bottom of the towers. But I do really like the way they've turned out. For some weird reason, there's like one spot here that I can't fit a ceiling in. It doesn't have foundation support. I had the same problem down there. Built a foundation all the way down, and then I removed it and I was able to keep the ceiling. So I'm not quite sure what's going on, because it should all have foundation support, judging by the fact that the entire tower is already here. But you don't really notice it, so it's not too bad actually. But yeah, I like the look of this. And then this is a smaller one, just using these little battlements from the Manor mod cosmetic, which really useful for building castles like this. Just a nice way to end towers or end walls like this, making them look like proper castle walls. And then slightly below the end we have these cool windows from the same custom cosmetic. We've got these doors, and yeah, just these battlements, this balcony, looking really nice. And I quite like, oh, I forgot one here, but I quite like the way this is all turning out, and it's all turning into a proper castle indeed. Now for the future plans is first of all figuring out what color I like to paint it in, because if I'm gonna paint it, I need to figure it out soon before I paint too much. And you know, I have to paint it all again. That's going to be a pain in the ass. Then I'm figuring out the rest of the Red Keep here. I'm going to have like a bigger tower somewhere on this side, and then probably one back here as well. And then we have a even bigger tower here to the side, which is like its separate thing. We'll have like a bridge there connecting it. And then on top of here, we'll have a small next level keep to make it a little bit higher, and that should basically get us close to what the Red Keep looks like. Of course, I'm taking some creative liberties to make it look good in ARK, and also just, you know, give myself a little bit of creative freedom to actually make it work, because I do want to make a castle that looks good from the outside, but I also want to try and make it useful on the inside, so you could actually use the base as a proper ARK base. Not sure whether we will, because we already have quite a few bases that I've built so far, but you know, just trying to give examples of how you could build castles like this. And yes, I am all recording all these build sessions so that there will be a big speed build. There won't be a proper tutorial of this because it's just too big, too crazy. That would take me way too long to make a step-by-step tutorial of. But I will be streaming some parts when I'm working on the castle, so if you want to see my process, the way I think about builds, the way I come up with these designs and learn from that, make sure you're subscribed, maybe turn on notifications or join the Discord so you get the notification when I go live. Or you can of course always watch the streams back as well if they don't fit with your own time zone or schedule or whatever. Because yeah, all these latest editions I've actually done live on stream. So except for the main hall, these new additions to the keep have been on stream. So if you want to see what I've done or what choices I made, you can also watch that, of course, to get a bit of a better understanding of what I've done so far. But yeah, I think we got a good thing going here. I will be continuing the work on this castle, trying to add the next layer to it, and then starting tidying everything up, adding the details, adding the interior, or at least making sure that all the different layers are connected in a good way, and then trying to make sense of it as an ARK base. Now, originally, and I might still do this, I kind of want to try and do this, is that I wanted to have the underneath here that you can see as a kind of like a sewer project, and make use of the space that is below this big foundation. In an ARK sense, I think that would be useful in the way that you could have maybe your breeding, etc. going on there, because creatures tend to glitch out from foundations, or no, mostly ceilings actually, which is what this is. They kind of sink through them, so having the space underneath still available for breeding, I think could be really useful as well. And then, you know, who knows, I might extend this with some other crazy builds, but for now this is going to be enough, because it's already a big build and I like to do some different styles and not commit too much to like building a giant castle around it. Like I'm not going to build the entirety of King's Landing around this, for example. That would be a little bit too much, I think, and take me too much time for sure. But yeah, if you've got any suggestions that I should add to this castle, or maybe you've got any other build ideas or builds that you would like to see me try, let me know down in the comments below. And then thank you for joining me on this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Then I hope to see you again in another video or live stream, and goodbye.